Kenny Shaiyu and Captain Pappy Kenny have both worked on the water for their whole lives. They run a fishing charter business out of Bay St. Louis in Mississippi, home to some of the most popular fishing spots on the Gulf Coast.
The first part we're going to be going through is like the easternmost tip of Louisiana.
But today we're heading out with them to open water in search of the oil leaking from a damaged rig. The marshlands of Mississippi are teeming with wildlife. At this time of the year, the Gulf of Mexico comes alive as animals and marine life spawn and populate. But this ecosystem is now under threat from a man-made disaster nearby. Along the way, we passed a couple of men crabbing. They were putting out their first crates of the day. So far, fishing bans have not affected this area, but many believe it's only a matter of time.
Without this, no, I don't know. I got wife and two little kids. So I got to do something, I don't know.
Despite the anger directed at BP, oil companies employ thousands of people to keep the platforms and rigs running. Almost 60 kilometres offshore, we hit a long oil slick. Dispersant sprayed from airplanes has mixed in, breaking up the consistency of the oil.
It's not really that thick. It's like this. Something's been sprayed on it to break it down, but you can feel the oily, the residue left over on my hand.
Minutes later, we found what could be an oil casualty. This bird looked like it had been drifting in the slick for some time. It was weak and could barely move. Its feathers were slippery with oil sheen. It didn't have long to live. We're about 65 kilometres south of the coastline of Mississippi. Normally the water here off Freemason Island is crystal clear, but as you can see, today it's red with oil broken up with dispersant. This region was devastated by Hurricane Katrina almost 5 years ago. It's been a slow recovery, with local communities just starting to get back on their feet. But can residents here take another hit?
The tourism was picking back up. The chartering, it was, we did real good last year. We've had a lot of charters already cancel out, just seeing what's going on with the oil and that.
The mostly fine weather has helped authorities contain the spill, but there's no telling how long that will last, and it's not yet clear how effective the booms are. And so the long, nervous wait continues as the oil creeps closer to shore. Cath, Al Jazeera in the Gulf of Mexico.